Hey everyone, and welcome back to my kitchen. Today, we're diving into one of the biggest food trends right now, something that's taking over social media feeds everywhere. If you love rich, savory, and incredibly flavorful Mexican food, you are going to be obsessed with this recipe. We're making a deconstructed birria tacos bowl. That's right, we're taking all the magic of those slow-cooked, juicy birria tacos and turning it into a convenient, delicious, and super satisfying bowl meal. You get the tender shredded beef, the deep, smoky chili sauce, and all the fresh toppings you love, but without the mess of dipping and dripping. It's modern, it's comforting, and honestly, it's pure genius. Let's start with the star of the show, the beef. I'm using about 1.5 pounds of beef chuck. This cut is perfect for slow cooking because it has great marbling, which means it'll become incredibly tender and flavorful after a few hours. You could also use beef short rib if you want something even more luxurious and rich. Just make sure it's a cut that loves to be cooked low and slow. Now, for the heart and soul of any good birria, the chili sauce. This is where all that signature flavor comes from. We're going to use a blend of dried chilies. I have 3 dried guajillo chilies here. Guajillos are amazing. They have a mild heat with a slightly sweet, smoky, and almost tangy flavor. They give our sauce its beautiful deep red color. To complement that, we'll add 2 chipotle peppers in adobo sauce. These guys bring the smoke. Chipotles are just smoked jalapenos, and they add a wonderful smoldering heat and complexity that is just essential for birria. Before we blend them, we need to rehydrate our dried guajillo chilies. It's super simple. Just remove the stems and seeds. You can give them a little shake to get most of the seeds out. Then place them in a bowl and cover them with hot water. Let them soak for about 20 to 30 minutes until they're soft and pliable. This step is crucial for getting a smooth sauce. While our chilies are soaking, let's get the rest of our sauce ingredients ready. We need 1 onion, which I've just roughly quartered, and about 3 cloves of garlic. You don't need to be precise with the chopping here, because everything is going into the blender. We'll also need our spices. 1 teaspoon of ground cumin and 1 teaspoon of dried oregano, preferably Mexican oregano if you can find it. These spices add that classic, earthy, aromatic backbone to our dish. All right, our guajillo chilies are nice and soft. Let's drain them and add them to our blender. In go the soaked guajillos, the 2 chipotle peppers with a little bit of their adobo sauce, our quartered onion, the garlic cloves, cumin, and oregano. To help everything blend into a smooth paste, we're going to add about 1 cup of beef broth. Now, just blend it all on high until it's completely smooth. Look at that color. It's vibrant, and the smell is already incredible. This is the flavor base for our birria. Next, it's time to get our beef cooking. You can do this on the stovetop in a Dutch oven or a heavy-bottomed pot, or you can use a slow cooker. I'm using my Dutch oven today. First, I'm going to sear the beef. This step is optional, but I highly recommend it. Searing creates a beautiful brown crust on the meat, which adds another layer of deep, savory flavor. It's called the Maillard reaction, and it's pure magic. So, heat a little oil in your pot over medium-high heat, and sear the beef chuck on all sides until it's nicely browned. Once the beef is seared, pour that gorgeous chili sauce right over the top. Use a spatula to scrape every last bit out of the blender. You don't want to waste any of that goodness. Then, add the rest of your beef broth, which is about another cup. The liquid should come about halfway up the beef. Give everything a little stir. Bring it to a simmer, then reduce the heat to low, cover the pot, and let it do its thing. This is where the patience comes in. We need to braise this beef for about 2.5 to 3 hours. You want to cook it until it is so tender that it practically falls apart when you touch it with a fork. Your whole house is going to smell absolutely amazing during this time, I promise. If you're using a slow cooker, you can just set it on low for 6 to 8 hours. Okay, it's been about 3 hours, and the moment of truth has arrived. Let's check on our beef. Oh, wow, it's perfect. It's dark, rich, and incredibly tender. Carefully remove the beef from the pot and place it on a cutting board. Now for the fun part, shredding. Using 2 forks, just pull the meat apart. It should shred with almost no effort. This is the beautiful, juicy, shredded beef that dreams are made of. Once the beef is shredded, I like to add it back into the pot with that amazing sauce, the consommé, and let it soak up all that flavor for a few more minutes. This ensures every single strand of beef is coated in that delicious, savory broth. Now that our birria beef is ready, it's time to build our deconstructed taco bowl. The base of our bowl can be whatever you like. I'm using some simple, fluffy white rice today, but quinoa would also be a fantastic, healthy option. Brown rice or even cauliflower rice would work great too. Spoon a generous amount of rice or your chosen grain into your bowl. Next, we'll pile on that incredible shredded birria beef. Be generous here. Don't forget to spoon some of that extra consommé from the pot over the beef and rice. That liquid is gold, packed with all the flavor from the chilies and the beef. And now for the toppings. This is where you can really customize your bowl. A classic birria taco setup is a must. I have some finely diced white onion for a sharp, fresh crunch, and a big handful of chopped fresh cilantro for that bright, herbaceous flavor. A sprinkle of crumbled cheese is also a great addition. You can use cotija, queso fresco, or even a simple Monterey Jack. And finally, you cannot have birria without a squeeze of fresh lime juice. The acidity from the lime cuts through the richness of the beef and brings all the flavors together. It just brightens everything up and makes it pop. So serve each bowl with a few lime wedges on the side. And there you have it, our stunning, trendy, and ridiculously delicious deconstructed birria tacos bowl. You get all the comfort and bold flavors of birria in a beautiful, easy-to-eat format. It's perfect for a weeknight dinner, for meal prepping, or for impressing your friends at your next get-together. It is a modern take on a classic that I know you are going to fall in love with. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you give this recipe a try. If you do, let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more delicious recipes. We'll see you in the next one. Enjoy!